Hi everyone, this is Marty Snyder, or Marty for Real, here doing the first episode in a new series where I get to show energy to people that have never directly felt it before. So normally I would do it with someone that I've never met before. This is actually a friend and coworker that I've known for about 5 or 6 weeks now. We both work at the same place overnight. But they've never felt energy before, and we've actually talked very little about it. We've only actually talked started talking about it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, somewhere there.
And we even specifically left a lot of the details out about kind of like the stuff that you feel or a lot about the energy works, kind of like some basic concepts even. So it is very authentic. I haven't been, there's no reason to, I haven't been trying to push anything on you or to any kind of expectations.
Nope.
So,
Coming in with an open mind.
awesome. That's perfect. That's beautiful. So pardon if I have a little bit of nervous energy. This is something I'm very used to and I do love doing. It's such an incredible thing, but I've got a little nervous energy right now, so bear with me. Okay, so I guess talking about it a little bit, talk about it briefly. What I like to do is work with people's hand chakras, and that's really all that we'll be doing here. That's all we really need to do for these videos. Each experience is unique and authentic. This is also a unique and authentic experience for me. So breathing in and out, just very simple breaths on fully in and fully out, it already starts to clear out your energy system and it primes it. It actually kind of like pumps it up full of energy that you're ready to work with. So something as well, I will never be within 8 inches of his hand or his body. I'll never make physical contact. This is completely contactless. This is all working with our own energies. Okay, so I made this list. It's actually the list that's in the first episode of Prove It, but unfortunately I didn't really find anyone that was able to work with at that time. But if you'll look at the third on the list there, that was already happening, and he has not seen this list at all. I wrote this in advance, so this is all. Do you know anything that's on this?
No.
And so I wasn't sure if you'd be able to see it from back there. You'd have to actually zoom in already, but that's just the start of it, and what's happening immediately. So we're going to continue with the video. I'm gonna take a quick break there. So if you want, we can take a really quick sec to have you from at this current moment. Have you been feeling anything, experiencing anything yet that seems a little bit different, out of place, or
Not really.
that's okay. 100% okay. That's okay. I'm seeing a lot going on. Let's keep going with it. Okay. All right. It's gonna take a quick sec. Gonna take a quick pause there. Starting to feel anything different compared to the first few times?
Yeah, that time it felt like you were pressing a ball in my hand, and I wanted to grab it, but I didn't. I mean, because I knew there's nothing there, but it felt like you were pushing a ball in my hand.
Really? So it almost felt kind of like something was like sitting there. They almost wanted to
Yeah, like I wanted to grab it. Like it was pushing on it, and I wanted to grab it.
Yeah. So this is gonna sound a little interesting. Yes, exactly. So that's awesome. That's awesome. We're making amazing headway. That's fantastic. Sometimes it takes a few clearings out before you really get to I explained in one of the other videos. It's almost kind of like you have to clear out a lot of the stuff, a lot of the cotton, so the rivers are clear running. You can feel it. So that's amazing. Okay, gonna take a quick break there. Not the ideal stopping point, but how is that feeling? Are you feeling anything compared to?
Yeah, these two fingers for some reason felt like they were crossed. For some reason, I don't know. But I mean, they're not. They weren't. I know they weren't. But they felt like they were.
Interesting. Definitely very, like they felt like they were actually fully crossed.
like they were like that.
Really, it's almost like kind of like locked together, like bound together there.
Not locked together, but like I was sitting there like that.
Interesting. Yeah, no, your hand was open the whole time. No, no, I mean, I'm not gonna say that there wasn't like anything going on, but your hand was open the whole time. Your fingers never crossed, I should say.
Yeah, I didn't feel the ball pressing into my hand, but it felt like my fingers were. I was sitting there like this.
Yeah. Did it almost maybe feel like there was some kind of like a tension in that area?
Well, it was
Or
like
maybe it was a little-
this finger,
Yeah.
so not so much as this one, but this one I could feel it on the back of my finger.
Very interesting. And would you say, I mean, that's a kind of like an experience, even just that there? Have you ever experienced anything like that before?
No, wishing maybe, but
Yeah. But so just so far, that feeling of like that pressure in your palm and the feeling of like the fingers crossed there, you've never like experienced anything like that before? That was pretty
No.
new.
like when I know there's nothing there.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's you and me and a phone in a room.
Take a quick break there.
You notice when you were doing it at that time, my stomach was growling.
I was just about to bring that up. I swear to God.
And now that you stopped, it quit growling.
Yes. Okay, so that's something that I swear I wish I put on this list. I was just thinking that. I'm so glad you brought it up. That's mind blowing. So what there's that's because energy is shifting. You brought it up, so I'm gonna explain it loosely. We have a lot of blocked up energy all throughout our torso, all throughout our whole body that we never know is there. We're just so used to it that we don't even know that's what it is. So as we're clearing out more and more energy from your hand, it's clearing out all this energy up here, and your energy is kind of recalibrating and redistributing. So a lot of that open space is actually kind of like, gurgling around, and it actually takes, it sounds weird, but energy actually occupies a certain physical space. It has tangible physical feelings.
Oh, and I mean, I know I'm not hungry because I ate on the way here.
No, and it literally just feels like things like your stomach's
Yeah, my
moving all
stomach's,
around.
yeah.
So that is I'm so glad that you brought that up. So that's another common thing. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen, but it's 75% of the time, more than that, maybe 85, 90, actually almost all the time. But I wish I put it there, and I'm so glad you brought it up though. And yeah, that'll happen especially when we're doing energy work and moving around and it's recalibrating and opening up space. So I'm so glad you brought that up. That's mind blowing.
Well, I'm like, was it going to wreck the video? My stomach's growling.
It's literally happening because of exactly what we're doing. That's mind blowing.
Well, like like I said before, now that we stopped, it's not growling anymore.
Things have kind of like settled. It's kind of like reset at the moment, sitting at the moment. It's balancing itself, recalibrating.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's amazing. So no, that's very, very good. It means exactly what we're trying to do is happening. And I've been seeing it since the start, but I don't want to like talk about,
Yeah, don't clue me in till the end.
And anything that you ask about or bring up, I will explain though. I'll try, but without like talking about too much. Keeping it as like mellow and.
Well, yeah, I want to know it, so I want to be the first experience. I don't want to know anything.
Yes, exactly. That's so me. I can't believe you brought that up. Wow. Okay. Were you feeling anything with that time there?
I thought my hand was closed a lot more than it was, but
No, I mean it was fully open, but it kind of felt like you were still kind of tight there.
well, it was.
A little bound up, maybe.
It felt like it was like that, not fully open.
Yeah, you had it. I mean, as open and comfortable as it's been.
Yeah, it's just they're relaxed. That's where it's at.
So normally when we reach about this point, when I've worked with people in the past, is this is a great time to switch sides and work on your other hand.
It was weird. I just got the chills.
Did you? Really?
Again, I just got them again.
Interesting. Felt like something.
I'm not cold.
Yeah, your whole body kind of.
But yeah, I mean, though, that's weird.
Interesting. Take a quick break there. So the first one's the toughest. So if you didn't feel as much as you were feeling on the other side, totally okay that first time. That first, first couple, two, might even be three. Okay, gonna take a quick break there. So we're working with a lot there. It's okay if you haven't felt anything yet. I don't want to ask if you have yet. If you haven't, it's okay. We are working with quite a bit on that side. But it's kind of like the first side. It took a bit to get through. So hopefully around like the third, fourth time we'll be feeling pretty good over there. But I guess I can ask just for content and stuff, because it is important. Like I just explained. Have you felt anything yet? Any kind of experiences during those first two? Anything at all? Anything unique?
No, but I noticed now that finger hurts.
Your finger feels like there's kind of like a pressure there, like something.
Like you gotta crack the knuckle, but it won't.
Yeah, almost kind of like a tension and something kind of there. Yeah. That's good. So without like talking too much about it, we pulled out a lot of the initial cotton, a lot of the first stuff that we're trying to pull out, and we're pulling from like a large field. So as we clear out more and more, you're able to feel more of the diversity of the things going on. Things are going to stand out more. Things are going to be more noticeable. Are you ready? Okay. And mind everyone, I'm 5 feet away right now. Take a little break there. Were you feeling anything that time?
No.
That's okay. Nothing really sticking out just yet. Let me take a quick little kind of feel here. Should probably just be like resting and stuff. Okay, you've still got there. Okay, so yeah, what we want to do is we want to keep doing what we're doing. What we're doing is working. Yeah. Just don't worry. Just keep relaxing, going with the flow of it. I don't want to say go with the flow of it, but what we're doing is working. I feel a lot leaving, even at this moment right there. We just have to keep giving it a pathway to leave, a place to leave. Oh, can I see your other hand for comparison? Awesome. Okay, that's really good. I don't want to talk about it yet, but yeah, this is great. Okay,
I just held my hand there. I mean,
we're just gonna keep going. That's perfect. I think we can take a little break there. Start getting in the sun a little bit. Yeah, I don't want sunlight to be a factor.
slide the chair back a little bit.
Yeah, I think I can probably cover that window. Give me one quick second. But while I'm doing this real quick, were you feeling anything during that experience there? Is anything kind of like sticking out?
My forearm was twitching.
Moving up to your forearm. Your forearm started twitching and feeling things.
Yeah.
What were you feeling? Could you describe it at all?
It was like a twitch. It was twitching.
Just like twitching in this area.
Yeah, like back here.
Interesting. And you haven't felt anything in those areas yet? It's mostly been all hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Just going to do something real quick. The second part there. I know this stuff can be really hard to believe. It's like getting over that little bit of is this real? It took me years and years and years, I swear. Even doing it for years took me years. Years of doubting myself, doubting it all. It took so many experiences. So to be doing it all in one burst like this, it's a pretty cool thing. Okay, we're back. I just had to clear up some space on my phone. It was running low on space, but we should still have all the footage. It was just a quick cut. We barely talked about anything. Okay, and picking right up where we left off.
That time I thought you touched me. I felt like something went across my hand, and I mean, I actually looked at you just because I felt it. It's like I looked at you, and it's like you weren't even close.
No, I was literally 3 feet away over here, just with my hands in the air. So you felt like something like traveled across your hand and left it.
Yeah.
Interesting. And so describe that again. You're talking about
it's right here. It's like something like you took your finger and just drug it across where my fingers and my hand connected, like someone went like that, but that way.
Interesting. And it felt like a very tangible, something
enough that I looked at you.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So that is very, very interesting, and that is definitely getting into more of the stuff that we're talking about here. That's getting into the first line of that there, and also that the third, and the second there. Yeah, or that's the second I think.
There,
Okay.
I just got the chills again.
That's very interesting. We'll take a break there. I see. Was your hand like glistening, sweating?
No, it's
Oh,
I know it's not sweating anymore.
I thought I saw sweating.
Quit sweating.
Were you feeling anything in that session? Not too much in that one? That's okay. Nothing really sticking out too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's 100% okay. Let me take a look, see what we're... Okay. That's a little bit different. Let me check the other side here. Okay. So now your right side has kind of reached like a temporary stopping point. It's kind of, we might have like cleared out a lot at that side. Now it's kind of like, we either want to finish clearing on what's right there. I felt kind of like a little bit of heaviness of stuckness. But this side is actually flushing out naturally. So what we probably want to do is go where the energy is flowing naturally. And if this side wants to be releasing, we'll pull from this side. Okay. Take a stop, take a break there.
That time, the palm of my hand like ached, but just for like a second, and then went away.
Okay. You felt kind of like I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you said it felt like an ache,
Like
and then it went away.
like ached. You know, like if you've overworked it or whatever, you know, your muscles ache.
Yeah.
But it didn't stay. It was just there, like there for a second, and then went away.
So it's kind of like maybe like pressure or a tension, some kind of like.
No, I just ached. I don't know how else to put it.
Almost like maybe there's like something kind of stuck in there.
No.
A feeling of. You're stuck to it, or.
You know how like when you got a cold, you just ache all over.
Okay.
Like that, but only the palm of my hand.
Yeah. And so it was just there for a second and then went away.
Yeah, it was just a fleeting second.
Okay. Okay.
Enough to realize it's like, huh? And then it was gone.
Interesting. Okay. And you said it went away. Now, how do you feel that it went away? Did it feel like
Just quit aching.
just kind of disappeared?
Gone. Yeah, it just went away. All of a sudden you felt it and then it went away.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. I think that's probably pretty close. I mean, I'll bring this up again, but that kind of touches on quite a few of the things here. Okay, so that last session there, we had to cut a little early, and phone was having some issues there. But were you having any experiences in that last session? Nothing really remarkable is sticking out. That's okay. That's okay. We are kind of like getting to the end of it. I know I'm getting a little bit more tired as well, and the body can only kind of like flush out so much at one time as well. It takes a lot. Yeah, we'll get ready to wrap it up here. Based on the experiences that already happened, though, it's pretty astounding. Yeah, your energy is kind of like a little bit like. I think it's in like a resting point right now. Now it's kind of just trying to like rest and chill and kind of relax. But it's not flushing out hot air like it was before, hot feeling energy.
What do you mean by hot energy?
So it kind of feels like hot gusts of air, and I don't want to like put anything to your mind, but stuck energy. It kind of comes out feeling like almost like one of those automatic hand dryers. It feels like just like hot air coming out. And we cleared out a lot of that, so now it's basically just resting. So I'd love to hear about like follow up, how you're feeling like later in the day, how you're feeling like future days.
Yeah, I can shoot you a text later or whatever.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
After I'm done running around.
It might be a better resting point to not try to send energy yet. But I mean, I would like to try, but I also don't want to try to like force it. I think I'm gonna give it a shot. If you don't feel it, it's okay. There's no harm in that. I mean, I'll if you don't feel it, it's okay. So I'm gonna take a quick second to relax and get ready to try to send some energy your way. Okay, I Let me just check your hands and see which one. I'm feeling probably the other one, but they both have energy coming out, so it's not ideal to try to push energy into it. But I know some techniques that should be pretty good at bypassing it. Okay, I'm gonna try here. So I'm gonna use a different technique that I've been using, also a different energy. Designed more to do some different things. Okay, so take another breath, and then when you're ready, open up your hand as much as you can, nice and relaxed. And so now for this one, try to be as present in your hand as you can be. Try to be aware of any sensations, any different feelings. We'll be present with it as we go. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna stop there because we're pushing through a lot, but you just looked at me very oddly. That took a lot of energy. What were you feeling there? Go on. So you're looking at me
My
like
fingertips are tingling.
your whole finger. Sorry, I gotta stop right there. So that took a bit, but that's the exact energy that I was pushing in. Was a very bright white energy, which
Especially my thumb.
so yeah, the point of entry that we're pushing in from was off the side of your hand there, and I was pushing in a whole different kind of energy than we've been using, an energy that should be easy to recognize and feel because it's so like bright and high vibrational. But we have to clear out enough to be able to get to that point. So we just got to the point where we were able to feel directed energy coming in. It took a lot of energy to get through it. So as well saying we have to clear more and more out. But the fact that we were able to do that, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, and as open and relaxed as it can be. And again, just being present in your hand, trying to feel everything that's in your hand. Present with the sensations, everything's going on. Okay, ready? Just taking a sec to get it going for myself. Okay, here we go, if you're ready. I gotta stop there. It's okay if you didn't feel as much there.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's okay. I was pushing a lot. I was feeling quite a bit of resistance there. I wasn't able to find a way in. Let me check. Yeah, so there's still a lot of energy coming out. I think right there we might be able to get in. Let me check your other hand first, though. So I'd love to get a second experience for it, because I know we're right on that edge. Okay, this hand's more receptive. That hand kind of like
Gave up on you?
well, I don't want to say gave up, but that it kind of needs a little bit more clearing and relaxation. Like we're pushing it right now too. I've never done I've never done like a 3.5 hour session. It's only like an hour. So we're pushing both of ourselves very far as much as we can go. All right, so we'll take a quick second to relax. We don't need too much time. This is probably the last thing that we'll do, and then we'll close the video. All right. I'm gonna check her hand real quick. See where. I'm gonna try underneath actually a little bit. Okay, do you feel like you're ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me a shot. Let's stop right there. So there's a look.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a look. Wasn't feeling too much. A little. We should have kept
It
going.
was like waving, like I was wavy.
Like, kind of like wavy.
Yeah, not like waving, but it was kind of like shaking.
Yeah, that actually did get picked up. I saw that as well. It actually happened as soon as I started as well. I was thinking underneath might have a little bit more success there. I'm gonna try that again. We probably shouldn't have tried that as stopped as soon. One good breath. That'll be the last thing we did. Just gonna check for probably not do anything. Okay, I found a spot I'm gonna try. I'm gonna reposition behind you, I think. And let's see if that works any better for this. Okay. And one good breath in and out. Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good shot. Take a quick break there for that. Yeah. Probably should have kept going a little bit more, but I saw some things happening, and the camera will picked it up too. But what?
That one, my fingertip was tingling like the other one.
Yeah. Was it? Like, what do you mean, like the other one? Like you were feeling over there?
Yeah,
You felt the same tingle?
but just in that finger. Like this one was all the fingers. This one was just that finger.
Yeah. So with there, what I was trying to do, I felt a lot of your energy kind of in this area. When I checked around in this area, I felt that I was kind of able to push in, almost like a suction point. So what I did was I was able to send directed energy through there, and your hand kind of took it out and like that was the finger that I actually saw it actually go through that finger, and your finger twitch when it happened. It was kind of almost
You
like
can see it.
yeah, I can see energy and see auras and stuff. That's a big part of the way that I do a lot of stuff that I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting early on, I guess, both experiences kind of started the same. It took a couple times to like fully get through before like any like sensations or experiences were going on. But yeah, I definitely want to hear like about your experiences and what you're feeling about all that.
I was kind of tired beforehand. I mean, and I'm not like tired now.
Okay, so you feel more like recharged, rejuvenated?
I wouldn't say recharged, but it took the tiredness away.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of like kind of like maybe like fatigue or frazzleness or kind of like weights.
Yeah, and considering you just spent all night working too.
Definitely. At a place.
But,
So yeah, let's talk more about like when you started like having some like the feelings and stuff. Have you ever in your life felt any kind of like sensations like that before?
yeah, no. To me, it's always been about humbug. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Even like auras and all that stuff is just kind of like
Yeah, it's okay.
yeah, I get that 1,000%. I 1,000% get that. So like nothing that you can recall you've ever really had experience like that before. Like nothing. I'm trying to find the right words for it, but yeah. So very unique experiences, and those were only happening primarily when we were in session and in current what we were doing. Yeah, the stomach gurgling as well, very, very interesting.
Yeah, that was weird.
Mm-hmm. So basically what we've been doing is clearing energy up, starting at the hand chakra, and there's all kinds of stuff around. So we're pulling from the hand, from areas around it, and that it gets more and more clear as we go up. It's freeing up all this energy, and this energy kind of redistributes, respreads around, and it's kind of just a process of clearing it out and clearing it out. So I mean, we pretty much hit everything on this list, though, and yeah, I can like show you this list now that we're done with the sessions.
Wow, warmth in the center of the palm. Like I told you, my hand was warm.
Mm-hmm.
Hand and finger twitching, stuck energy passing through, feeling the energy.
We didn't quite have like the wafting around. There's a little bit that we were working with. But
You're shitting me.
pretty much like 4 or 5, 4.5 out of 5 of those are pretty much like spot on, though, right?
Yeah, I didn't have anything with my shoulder, chest, or back.
No, we weren't able to quite work our way fully up to that. That'd be like a
Yeah,
session
like-
2 thing.
Like the feeling of the weight falling off. I mean, I feel relaxed, but
That'll be more of the things that were kind of like, you found kind of like falling off or dripping off, anything like that. But that's also in tandem with the relaxation and kind of feeling more rested, I guess. It's a lot of that frazzled stuff, a lot of that stuck energy that's just, I don't know.
now I know why you didn't want me to see that earlier.
Yeah, because I didn't want that to be in any kind of like an impression or anything like that. But this is, I could put more, I wanted to put more. But yeah, those are very common things that I've seen hundreds of times, literally hundreds of times with different people, consistently repeatable across the board. Which is, I mean, literally why I was able to write this down and be like, okay, like, unless we don't get anything, unless you have like just too much going on, we can't make any progress. It's almost guaranteed to feel these things. And it's just the energy and it's the things that are going on. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I guess just for the sake of it, I'll put it back up for another. I took the lighting changed. I think that might be backwards on film. I'm not sure. No, it should be okay. So excellent. I'm just trying to think of anything else with that. So we would definitely have even more progress either outside, because we're able to clear out more energy using nature, working with nature, instead of just me doing it in a completely controlled, like closed off environment,
Right.
which is difficult. It's difficult. You want more space to work with energy, and a second session. So we don't have to do that. This was the first like really cool experience. If you wanted to in the future, totally able to do that. But just on that first session, that was amazing. We cleared out so much. So the first session is always the most challenging. You're working with the most energy blockages, the most stuck energy. So in that much in a first session is tremendous. Like roadblocks and things just melt away and broken away. It's a really good thing. I mean, I don't want to put impressions in your mind. It also takes like there's gonna be like a little bit of like recalibration. Your kind of energy's gonna like reset a little bit, balance out, flush out. You might start like seeing some new things or feeling different things. If you do, totally natural. If not, 100% okay. But yeah, it's just working with our own senses, natural stuff that we all have. Yeah, and like you saw, noticed, the camera noticed, I was never, just until the very, very end where I was trying to show you energy and feeling around your hand, I was never within 3 feet of you.
Yeah. Like I could have swore you went right across my fingers.
Yeah, no.
I mean, enough that I stop, open my eyes, and look, see where you at.
Yeah, that was excellent. Yeah, that was, what we're talking about, that stuck energy falling off and dissipating. We're pulling all that stuff away. So, I mean, it felt that tangible that, I mean, and that's the thing, we have all these things on us, all this stuck energy all the time, but we're so used to it and so stuck that it's imperceptible because it's like our normal state of being. And we're just so used to it. That doesn't stand out. But then you kind of like apply enough of that pull or, different things going on and you're able to start feeling it. It's really, really sensational. So it's basically just about giving that stuck energy a place to go. And that's what I do. I mean, I'm able to open up a place where it can go and dissipate, where it can actually just go and be processed out and filtered out.
Right.
And nature's also amazing at doing it. Probably better than I am. But I would have to say.
She's had plenty of practice.
Yeah, they're a pretty big, I guess if they're doing energy work, they're a pretty fantastic energy worker. Oh, I'm a little off camera. I'll try to get more on camera here. Wow, yeah. So also what I would do is I work with people's feet chakras as well. And normally like a session is only like an hour, so we put a lot into that. And that's, I mean, totally okay. I think it was really, really good. For you to experience all that stuff that you've never felt before. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I just explained to you what I felt. That's about it.
Yeah.
But I do, I feel, I don't know, not enlightened, but a sense of maybe ease.
Yeah.
Relaxed, more on a even keel maybe.
Yeah. So it sounds weird, but all that stuck energy, it actually finds a way to mess with our emotions, mess with our minds, our energy bodies. We just get all blocked up and feel heavy and stuck, and it makes us irritable. It makes us all kinds of things. A lot of the issues that they actually have is coming from stuck energy. And it's hard to believe, but like until we started like flushing that stuff out and realized that it actually has like tangible feelings, and we're like, what? This is weird. This is weird.
I mean, I gotta admit, when you first said it, that you do that stuff, I'm like, yeah, okay, here we go. But I mean, now that I've actually felt it, it's like, yeah, he ain't right. You're legit. It's still just that one that crossed my fingers. That one.
That was one that really stuck with you.
Yeah. Because I mean, like I said, where is it?
Yeah. So literally, not that it felt like someone was just.
Well, I figured I was gonna open my eyes and you were gonna be there with your finger,
like messing with you. Or
yeah.
Yeah.
And you were standing over there,
just about by the wall. Yeah. I'm glad that was one of the more powerful experiences that stuck with it. So that's something that I have as well. I have these like aha moments, moments that are like so strong that I'll try to remember them, try to go back to them. Because the mind likes to maybe like forget stuff like that. And
because you're sitting there and for my hand naturally. So when you say to hold it open, I'm holding it open. And then for you to do that, I mean, my first instinct was I was going to grab you.
Wow.
And I didn't. That's why I opened my eyes. It's like, it's like it started and about right here, I'm thinking I'm going to grab you. But I let it go and opened my eyes. And you were like over there like, okay.
Yeah, you looked at me with almost like a half glare, like you were expecting to catch me. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was expecting you sitting there with your finger out touching me.
Gotcha.
You weren't even close to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of freaky a little bit.
Oh, I get that too. That's one of the other reactions. It's getting over that like disbelief. It's like we've been, I don't know, maybe like conditioned or something, but or maybe we've never been taught it. We only just forgot it and stuff. But
well, that's why I didn't want you to tell me anything. Because then, while you're doing it, I'd be thinking about it in my head. But then, if I don't know, then whatever my reaction is honest, I guess.
Yes, truly, like you're not going into it with any kind of expectations or assumptions or impressions that anyone else gave you. It's just authentic experience.
Right. I mean, how could I when I don't know?
Yes.
No. How do you expect when something you don't know?
Exactly.
Wow.
And I don't want to try to like lead any people into it. I just like to show people that it's real, and it's something that's a factor with like everything. It's all around us. It's everywhere. It's inside of us. It's outside of us. It's really mind-blowing stuff. I don't want to that's more impressions. I don't want to impress, but that's.
And another thing, my mouth tastes like shit.
We haven't had anything to drink or anything, and like
I didn't know if that was a side effect or not.
It shouldn't be a natural one. We just haven't had anything to drink in like 3-4 hours. You've been in the chair doing your work.
Smoke.
Yeah, sister, that's right. But let's see.
That's weird.
It's still like tingling in different sensations.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
It will for a little bit. We cleared out a lot of energy. You'll I don't want to impress, but it's very likely that you'll be feeling like some different sensations, things that you weren't quite feeling before. But it's all stuff that's totally natural. It's always been there. It's just been a little stuffed up. That's all. This world's heavy. This world will make you stuffed up.
Like I've never done anything like this in 50 years, so never once.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for so many reasons. I mean, I can't even put it into words. The first time touching her, can I give you a hug? Because thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you so much for experiencing, for being open to it. I can actually say something as well. When we first met, your energy wasn't quite as perceptive to it as well. That was something that I noticed, like in your aura. And then I noticed it actually changed just about like 2 or 3 days ago. Your energy kind of turned into like a more clear, like receptive kind of thing. And then you said yes to being in the video, and it was pretty wonderful, pretty wonderful.
Well, I notice a lot of times I keep my guard up.
Yes.
I don't.
People do.
And I don't know you guys. I've never met you before. So my guard's up.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Yep. Just there to work and do your thing. And
right.
Keep people out.
Try not to piss anybody off and do what I got to do.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it's a little more relaxed and we joke around and call each other names and it's a lot easier. So I've dropped it down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I still have it up. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you can drop it a little bit.
Absolutely, especially in like an area like this, and that's important for what we're doing as well. Because with that, it is a process of relaxation and releasing. So I actually mentioned that one of my other videos is where you kind of where people use their energy as almost like a shield or an armor, and it can be tough to feel energy that way as well because you're keeping it very tight, so nothing really gets in. It sounds weird, but we're perceptive to other people's energies, even if we're not fully conscious of it.
Right.
So if other people are like, sending us bad vibes or carrying a lot of harsh energy, we'll often naturally try to shield up against it. But we live in a world where so many people have to shield, and there's so much stuff going on.
Right.
So it's a hard world to be open and feeling energy. There's a lot of energy that's heavy out there, but it's all real. It's all around us.
I was kind of a skeptic, but I mean, I came in with an open mind, and I'm leaving a believer. I still just can't get over my hand. I fingered like you went across my hand.
That's really cool.
And I mean, it was enough where it's like, where is he?
Yeah, I remember that was a big one. And I remember you were talking about like early on, like the feeling of the ball in there that
It was pressing on my hand, and I wanted to, just like a dodgeball, red dodgeball. I used to be able to palm a dodgeball like that. That's like what I wanted to do.
Wow, it was that tangible. That was like,
and I knew there wasn't the one there, but
yeah.
I mean that's what it felt like.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
You didn't feel as much as you did.
Yeah, but we did so much. That's okay. That's okay if that one. It had a lot going on, but we just didn't quite get to the point that the other hand did, where we're able to. But that hand was also able to perceive energy being sent in, so both hands felt the energy coming in.
That was weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of creepy a little bit.
Slightly. I totally get that. It's just new experiences. It's totally new.
Yeah, because I never felt that. It's like,
yeah. Well, some of that stuff is stuck energy, stuff that you actually do want to like shake off that you don't want to be there.
right.
But we cleared out so much of that stuck energy. So any of that other stuff that you might be feeling is just kind of like other stuff that you want to like shake out. Like, get off me! What are you doing?
I noticed my stomach quit grumbling.
Yeah. After
Just
that. Just after we
that
finished
one session, yeah. It was grumbling a little bit afterwards, and then I quit.
Wow. So that's something else. It's stuck energy because it doesn't fully always want to leave. That's kind of why it's stuck. So it sounds kind of weird. Let me try to find the right way to phrase that. If it is stuck, it sounds weird, but you kind of have to get it like unstuck. So it takes a little more.
Like it's wallowing in it.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Just moving in there, just doing its thing, and just staying there.
Yeah. So it might take a little bit of effort to like pull some of that stuff out, but like especially once we start getting that stuff pulled out, it becomes easier and easier. Feel more and more. I'm ecstatic though. I'm jubilant. That was wonderful. I'm glad you felt things too. And I don't talk about anything like specific. I just like to show that energy is real. That we're here and that there's.
Why I didn't want to know anything about it. That way, I'm coming in. There's no expectations, and I don't know if something's going to happen or not.
Yeah.
So I didn't expect anything, and then goofy shit happened.
Right. I know. It's okay. No, it's all natural. That look is funny. Let me one more quick before we wrap this up, man. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, not a problem. Well, like I said, I'm a man of my word. I told you I'd come over.
Yes.
And then I was bitter at first. Oh, fuck, we don't even show up to work.
I know.
And then you got texted out, and it's like, all right, cool, we're still on.
Yeah, I definitely. That's why I had to take the day off. I wanted to just take 2 hours, but the way the shift's been lately, as soon as I get home, I just crash right out, and I wouldn't have been able to make this session or have the energy to do 4 hours of energy work.
Has it been 4 hours?
It's been about 4 hours since we started. Yeah, give or take.
10:30.
Oh, 10:30. Okay. Well, 10:30. Yeah, we started at a little past 7.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Over 3 hours. About 3 hours. Yeah. That's pretty amazing.
Now I gotta go run around.
Right. All right. We'll end the video there. He's on his way out. I'm gonna go finish saying goodbye. So thank you so much for joining us for that first session, and we'll have more in the future. That was incredible. That was really what we're looking for, 95, 96, 97, 98%. So stay tuned for future episodes. I'm going to film episode 2 of Prove It, actually this Saturday, and it'll be up this Sunday. So thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, share this around. It's truly authentic, mind-blowing. I'm going to be doing more of it, so stay tuned. Thank you.